painless incisions, and quicker recovery. If you're facing surgery, tell your physician you prefer to stay close to home. Visit pdch.com/surgery or call 920-887-0379.
Local sports, exciting interviews, special events, and cooking demonstrations are all on dailydodge.com. Fast forward to the video page, sponsored by Kramer Wisconsin Cheese.
Good morning, and welcome to the Idea Exchange. If you've got a recipe you'd like to share, to submit it on the Idea Exchange page at dailydodge.com. Now, here's your host, Brenda Murphy.
Good morning. Thursday, July 25th, and we are bringing you the local dish today. Every other month, we partner with Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. Bill Lysis comes in and shares some cooking tips, cooking techniques with us. And during the summer months, we like to hold our show out on what we call our local dish video deck. So we are outside. It's a beautiful day, and we are going to be using the gas grill today. The only bad part about outside today is the flies and the bugs. They're kind of congregating. So we're using a gas grill. Maybe we should have used a charcoal grill, and that smoke would have helped kept the bugs away. We've got a really fun program for you today, and you can watch us during the entire program at dailydodge.com. Just click on the video tab, or you can also just listen to us on AM 1430 WBEV. So I have a couple of my teammates joining me a little bit later on in the program. Thomas Rayfeld and John Kraft, who host Break Time right after my show, are going to be doing some cooking with Bill as well. Today's Bizarre Holidays, it is Merry-Go-Round Day, also known as the Carousel. It's an amusement park ride. I'm sure everyone's familiar with it. I think it's probably my favorite amusement park ride because I don't have to get a upset, upside-down stomach. You rotate. It's a rotating circular platform with seats. They're usually animals, and most of the time painted horses on posts that go up and down, and there's calliope music usually that goes along with those carousels. The earliest known carousel was put together in 500 AD by the Byzantine Empire, and the site of the first one in the United States was in Hessville, Ohio, and I think they have a museum there today as well. It's also Candles on a Cake Day. This tradition goes back to the 18th century. Candles will mark a person's age, and back then they always added a few extra just to ensure extra years of birthdays. The tradition was brought to America by the Germans, and if it's not your birthday today, it can be your unbirthday. So bake a cake, add some candles, and celebrate. If you don't want to bake a cake, it's Hot Fudge Sundae Day, so maybe get yourself to an ice cream shop. And of course, Hot Fudge Sundaes combine hot and cold taste. Vanilla ice cream topped with hot fudge sauce. Whipped cream, nuts are optional. And of course, you have to have that maraschino cherry on the top. And it is also Culinarians Day. Anyone who loves to cook, you don't have to be a chef or a graduate of Culinary Institute. Just get in the kitchen, fire up your grill, and per our tips and guidelines, you'll be able to make your own homemade pizzas, because that's what we are going to be doing today. At Jean's Floral, they love making people smile on a daily basis. That look of surprise and the broad grin that spreads across their face, there's nothing like it. It doesn't take much. Even a small bouquet of flowers can make someone's day. Let someone know that you are thinking about them, or just saying hi. If they are having a bad day, there's nothing like a floral arrangement from Jean's Floral to turn that day around in an instant. Call them, visit their website and social media, or just stop in to smell the flowers. Take a bouquet with you and drop it off yourself. You will never forget the joy that it brings to someone else, and you might want to even do it more often. After all, nothing will make someone smile like a beautiful bouquet of flowers from your hometown florist with the finest flowers in town. Just a phone call away at 885 3365. Jean's Floral, flowers and gifts for thoughtful giving and casual living. And another one of our sponsors is Ultimate Sewing. And the story goes like this. A sewing enthusiast has so many projects and so little time. Things come to a screeching halt when tensions are off, threads are in a tangle, needles are breaking, and fabric is not feeding or even stitches are skipping. Does this happen to you? Well, having that properly maintained sewing machine is vital. It makes the sewing process much more enjoyable. So if your sewing machine needs attention, make the ultimate decision and call Daniel at Ultimate Sewing Machine Repair in Fox Lake. He'll keep you in stitches. Daniel is trained in all makes and models, and he provides excellent customer service. So call Ultimate Sewing Machine Repair at 920-928-AULT. That's 928-2858. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Clearview has a rich history of successfully caring for individuals with a wide range of healthcare needs. This is Deanna Wilson, and I am the new Executive Director at Clearview. I have been a nursing home administrator for 19 years with experience in both Michigan and Wisconsin. I hope to bring new ideas and strategic goals to the Clearview campus and continue the legacy of providing quality, compassionate care. You may enter Clearview as a stranger, but you'll leave as a friend.
Countryside GM Auto Group. We make it easy. Countryside Auto Group in Beaver Dam has a great deal on a brand new Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive LT. $7,000 off MSRP. That's right, $7,000 right off the top on a brand new 2019 Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive LT. And with the sale of any new vehicle in July, Countryside is donating a portion of the profits to the Marine Park Promise Program, a program that makes college possible for low-income students. Make tracks to Countryside Auto Group, exit 135 off 151 north of Beaver Dam, where savings come standard. Chevy, find new roads. Countryside GM Auto Group. We make it easy in Beaver Dam. Say hello to fresh ideas. Say hello to people you know. Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly.
Sherry, did you know the Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly 4-day sale starts on Thursday and runs through this Sunday, the 28th?
I actually did hear that, Ryan. They have a dozen of large eggs, only 49 cents.
Amazing. 16-ounce Sugardale bacon, just $1.99.
That sounds like a pretty fantastic breakfast, if you ask me. Premium bananas, 24 cents a pound.
And don't forget about the summer heat and a 24-pack of Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly water, just $1.49.
Shop local and save. Stop by their meat department for grilling needs, full deli, bakery, and liquor department.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam, where you always find great value and save.
Hello to fresh ideas.
See the latest local obituaries online at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Lidkey Motors.
And welcome back to the local dish. Besides the flies and the bugs that have joined me out here on what we call our video deck, I've got Bill Lysis from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly also joining me today. And Bill, we're going to cook up pizzas today, right?
We are, yes.
Now, have you ever done pizza on the grill before? Or did you have to do a crash course before?
No, I've done them often. I haven't done them in a while, so I'm hoping.
Well, you'll have some helpers. So, so we'll see. What's your favorite kind of pizza to make? Do you have any special toppings or anything that you like best?
We literally make a pizza every week.
Wow.
but I'm still kind of the old-fashioned cheese sausage mushroom.
Okay.
I do like some shrimp on there, some green olives.
Okay, all right. And I know we're going to start out today when Thomas and John join me. They are going to be using the traditional pizza dough, which you can get at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, by the way. We'll be telling you a little bit more about how that comes and what you need to do to prep it. But we are going to start out with using naan bread, N-A-A-N, which is an Indian bread, and also a flat-out bread, because you can use different types of bases for your pizza other than just the regular pizza dough. And since Thomas is going to be making a buffalo chicken pizza, we need to prep the chicken for that too. So why don't you start us out with the different kinds of the flatbread and the naan bread that you're using and why you chose those?
The naan bread, it's probably my favorite.
Okay.
I really like this. It makes a great personal, little pizza for one, maybe two. And this is a roasted garlic one. It's kind of a newer item that we have at the Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly.
So there's seasonings already in the bread itself,
yes,
then, right?
You can also get a whole wheat version.
Can you turn that around so that we can show everybody?
Yeah.
What it looks like.
You can get the whole wheat version. You can get a plain one. I just like the roasted garlic for a little bit more flavor on a pizza, and it's really quick. I mean, it's pre-cooked, and you put your toppings on, melt your cheese, and it's done.
And it's done in just a few minutes.
And you can do it, obviously, we're going to do it on the grill today, but you can do it in the oven.
And what department do you find that in at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly?
It's in the deli / produce section.
Okay, all right.
It's right over by the cut fruit.
Okay.
It's on a rack there with the Hawaiian rolls.
Okay.
It's on the bottom.
So on this particular bread, the naan bread, what are we going to be putting on there?
We're gonna do fresh mozzarella, tomatoes. I'm gonna brush it with a little olive oil and sprinkle some herbs, some pizza seasoning that I like.
Okay, all right. And I know we were deciding what exactly to call it because it was going to be a caprese pizza with those ingredients, but caprese also involves basil. Which we forgot to
I forgot the basil.
pack, right?
Yeah.
So we were going to call it a non-basil pizza, but that doesn't sound as tasty. Yeah. So we're going to go with that. And then the flat-out bread. Tell us about that.
And then I'm going to do barbecued shrimp on the flat-out bread. It's a real thin bread. I mean, there's a picture of a wrap on here. Obviously, you can do some wraps on here. And I believe their flat-out website has some pizza actual recipes on there
to try. Okay. And then on that bread, we're going to use the shrimp. So why don't you show us when you buy the shrimp at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, which, by the way, has a great seafood department. Bill's going to show you quickly how to clean that, prep it, and get it ready to go for the grill. And then we'll be putting those pizzas together, and we're going to talk a little bit about the different grills, charcoal versus the gas grill. We're using the gas grill today, but I'll let you keep going with that. Okay. And I also wondered about, people might be wondering, well, why should I go through the trouble of putting pizza on the grill? Personally, I've always wanted to do pizza on the grill, but I don't really know exactly the step-by-steps. How hot do I need my grill? If I use a gas grill, what are the tips and the tricks? So hopefully we'll be able to explain that to you today. If you're using your grill, no matter which kind you have, because either one will work, what happens is on a grill, you can get the temperatures up to 500 or 550 degrees. And in a professional pizzeria, that's how hot those ovens have to be in order for their pizzas to come out so perfectly. So by using a grill, you get that hot temperature, which is great for the crust. And then you can also, the fact that with our hot days of summer that we are having. You don't have to heat up your oven inside. You don't have to heat up the inside of your house. You can use the grill. Plus, if you're using these different kinds of breads or even pizza dough, when you roll out that dough, you can make smaller portions, individual-sized pizzas, so that everybody can kind of customize their own, whether they want meat, whether they just want all veggies, maybe they just like a plain cheese pizza. You can do a lot of different things, a lot of different ways, and it doesn't take very long on the grill. Usually 7 to 9 minutes once you've got the toppings on in order for that pizza to be fully cooked and ready to enjoy. Tell us about what you're doing there with the shrimp, Bill.
I just peeled them and I'm slicing them down the middle to make them into a little bit smaller piece. I'm going to touch them on the grill for just a minute or two to kind of par cook them and then put them on the pizza.
Okay, they're smelling great. So do you cut the tail off first and then slice them? I was talking, so I didn't see you doing that.
I peeled it back to the tail, and then I just pulled the tail.
Okay, all right. And so then those are pretty much ready to be put on the grill, right? Yeah. Okay. Any seasonings that go on there, do you wait?
I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of the pizza seasoning on it.
Okay. We need to take a break, and while we are at break, Bill will continue to prep the other pizzas, and when we come back, we'll show you how to get that chicken breast ready for the grill, because when Thomas comes in, he's going to be working on that. So we'll send it back to you, Kale. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with more of the local dish.
I've got Stacy here from Slumberland in Beaver Dam and Watertown. Anniversary. Any anniversary sales coming up?
We have so much stuff. So our anniversary sale is the biggest sale of the whole year. It is the most amount of merchandise on sale. We've got the free power bases. We've got sofas at $2.99. We've got mattresses on sale. Our Tempur-Pedics have huge discounts right now on Tempur-Pedics. So if you're looking to really get in on one of those beautiful Tempur-Pedic mattresses that relieves body heat, reduces tossing, shifting, and turning, you can save significant amounts during our anniversary sale. We also have a lot of our mattresses qualify for free local delivery. So, if you live here in the Beaver Dam area, or if you're listening and you live in Watertown area, our stores are in both. There's a whole bunch of fun stuff with anniversary. I mean, you really could not miss a discounted price. It's like impossible.
Locally owned, locally minded Slumberland in Beaver Dam.
Years, we try to accumulate as many eggs as possible for our retirement basket. But it's just as important to make sure our assets represent the level of risk and safety that we're comfortable with. At Hire Insurance, we can help you with a free risk analysis on our website at HEIARInsuranceLLC.com or stop in at our office at the Heritage Village Mall. Tune in to our weekly radio show, Senior Solutions, at 11:10 Friday mornings here on WBEV.
Plan your next getaway with the ease and comfort Lamers Tour and Travel provides. Sit back and relax with luxury coach tours all over the United States. Check out their scheduled trips at lamerstour.com. 80s in the Dells, August 16th and 17th. Brett Michaels, Lita Ford, Tiff Winger, and many more. Tickets at crystalgrand.com.
11 minutes in front of 10 o'clock from AM 1430 WBEV. Here again is Brenda Murphy.
Thank you very much. We've moved over to the grill. The shrimp on the grill and cooking that up right now. And we're going to work on the chicken that's going to be the base for the buffalo chicken that Thomas is going to grill. So tell us about the chicken.
This is a hickory spice rubbed chicken breast that we sell in the meat department. We have all kinds of different flavors there. A Caribbean jerk one, a honey lime, a barbecue seasoned one. Let me see, I need my list. A smokehouse one, a mesquite rubbed one. There's about 5-6 different ones in the meat department.
And so by using that in the meat department, you save time. All the seasonings are already in there. All you have to do is butterfly it and put it on the grill. So show us that technique.
I'm gonna butterfly this just so it cooks a little quicker on the grill. It's a pretty big chicken breast, and then that way it'll help it from burning, but
sure.
It'll get done a lot quicker.
Okay.
So
So basically, Bill is just slicing that thick chicken breast in half horizontally, and going to put that on the grill so that it will cook up. And again, do you want in direct heat for this one, Bill?
Direct heat.
Direct heat. Okay.
I may move it over into direct heat. I'll just keep an eye on it. If it's burning, then I'll move it.
Okay. And then how long will that take to cook?
Yeah, it'll take about 6 minutes or so.
Okay, 6 minutes, and you leave the grill top up, or do you cover it?
I'm gonna leave it open.
So that you can keep a look on it. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Gas grill versus charcoal grilling. Why do you prefer the gas grill?
For this what we're doing today, I like it for the consistent heat. I can turn off half of it after I get my dough done and marked and a little char on it. I can move it over to the other side of the grill and cook it indirectly over there. I mean, you can definitely do it on a charcoal grill. We're just kind of doing 4 pizzas today, so it's going to be a little bit easier we could actually do all 4 at once on here. So.
Okay, and for heat, I think we're going to take just another quick break so we can get situated back at the prep table, and we'll be back in just a couple.
Your team in the game. Care that's close to home for knees, hips, shoulders. We have you covered. Diagnosis to treatment, therapy to recovery. We are here for you and your family, getting you back in the game and life. Agnesian Bone and Joint Health, 18 providers, 6 locations to serve you. 920-926-8616.
What's it like to see the world after years of cataracts? For Jenny, her visit to Vita Park Eye Associates was life-changing.
Oh my gosh, there are no words to explain. Even moved on the first eye. Things in my house were bright and colorful. I went to the grocery store. Everything was so bright and colorful and clear. Oh, there are no words to describe. Oh, I would definitely recommend Vita Park Associates in Beaver Dam. They explained everything in detail. They let me know if my eyes were suitable for this kind of surgery or not. Were very honest and forthcoming, and I had time to decide if I wanted to or not, and so on. Oh, I would recommend them to anybody that had any eye issues.
Visit VitaParkEye.com and see how your eyes can seriously improve with age. Partially covered by Medicare, results may vary.
Listen to WBEV online anytime at DailyDodge.com. Brought to you by Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly.
And welcome back to the local dish. We are here with Bill Lysis from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. And the first 2 pizzas that we are showing you how to prepare is using non-pizza dough crust. It's an alternative or a different version. The first one that we talked about was the naan bread. It's Naan. It's an Indian bread. I would think the boboli crust that you see in you could kind of do the same thing with that, right? Okay, so the first point would be in coating it with some olive oil, correct?
Correct.
You want to just baste that to get that so that it helps again add a little bit more flavor, but also just will help in the overall cooking process.
It's going to kind of act as a sauce. I'm not going to put, like a traditional pizza sauce. It's going to act as that also.
All right. And then on top of that, this is the using the tomato, the mozzarella cheese, and I think we're going to put a little bit of onion on there too. So just a very simple, very basic cheese. I know Bill said that he loves, I'm going to steal this for a minute, he loves this Chef Paul's pizza and and pasta magic. You can get that at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, and it's a great way to add just a finishing touch to any of your pizzas to bring out additional flavoring. So it's a seasonal blend, but works really well on either pasta, sprinkling that over the top of that, or with our pizzas here today. So if you can see, he's laid out the sliced tomatoes on top of that olive oil on the naan bread. And then you can also at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly get pre-sliced mozzarella cheese. So again, you've got the same consistency of slices. I know sometimes when I try to slice cheese, it's all over the board. First I get a thin one, or then when I cut into it, it angles, and so it's not the same thickness from top to bottom. But this way, it's all pre-sliced. You lay that on top, and then we're going to do the little bit of the seasoning on top, and then that will be going on the grill. And once we complete the program today, hopefully we'll all get a chance here at the radio station to taste each one of these individual pizzas that are being made. So that is the tomato basil pizza on the naan bread. And then if you like flatbread, this flat out bread comes in various flavors as well, and nice thin pizza pie base for you. And on this one, that's the one that we're going to use the shrimp and a little bit of pizza sauce, a barbecue sauce you're using, right?
Barbecue sauce as the base.
Okay, so the barbecue sauce as the base. Again, you can use your favorite barbecue sauce. And when you are grilling pizza, a couple of the things that you want to keep in mind is you don't want to add as much sauce as you normally would when you're making homemade pizza and putting it in the oven. Just a little bit. Also the same with the cheese. You might like to put extra cheese on your pizza, but if you do that and then put it on the grill, what you're going to end up with is fondue soup, because the center of that pizza is where all that cheese is going to settle, and it will be just way too gooey. So again, kind of a light touch with the cheese and also with the pizza sauce. So you put the sauce down first, then the cheese, and then you're going to put the shrimp over the top, right?
Yes.
Is that the way you build your pizzas at home too? Or do you do toppings and cheese on top?
I do the cheese first, and then the toppings, and then I'll sprinkle maybe just a little bit more cheese over say, the shrimp that I'm doing today.
Oh, okay, just to kind of cover that and give it again a little bit more flavor.
I'll put some onions on this, and I'll garnish it with some cilantro once it comes off.
Okay. And I know people either love cilantro or hate cilantro. I personally love cilantro, so I can't wait to taste that one. And I would say probably shrimp is my favorite topping for pizzas. Although I do like a veggie pizza. I love to put mushrooms and onions and green peppers and all of those great garden veggies on top. So we've got that going, and then it's not going to take very long once we put it on the grill, is it, Bill?
No, these are going to take the least amount of time. Oh. They're all pre-cooked, I'd say 3 minutes or so, especially on the shrimp, just till the cheese is melted.
Okay, all right, and I don't know if we can get the picture of those, but we're going to we'll get those on the grill, and when we come back, we are going to be showing you how to do regular pizza, and the pizza dough that we have here, as we said, came from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. You can get that in the
bakery department. There's some freezer doors there with the pre-made cakes that they
do. All right. And when you get this at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, it's going to be frozen. So what you can do is bring it home, set it on the counter for just a couple of hours until it softens up to room temperature, or you can pick it up, put it in your refrigerator, let it thaw overnight if you're not going to use it until the next day. And Bill tells me that this dough will make about two medium-sized or two individual-sized pizzas, right?
Two decent-sized pieces.
Two decent-sized pieces, like maybe 10-inch, 12-inch?
10-inch, yep,
okay,
10, 12 inch.
All right.
Depending on how thick
you like the crust, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we are are going to be, when we come back, we are going to be bringing in Tom and John, and they're going to be creating their pizzas for you as we move along with the local dish. We'll send it back to you, Kale.
Preston, new orders today from the Attorney General for the federal death penalty to resume.
It has been nearly 2 decades since the federal government carried out capital punishment, but now the Justice Department has ordered the executions of 5 death row inmates who were convicted of murdering children and elderly victims. Attorney General William Barr said we owe it to the victims and their families to carry forward the sentence imposed by our justice system. The defendants will be executed with pentobarbital, a drug that replaces the 3-drug cocktail previously administered to the condemned.
That's ABC's Aaron Katursky. Billionaire Jeffrey Epstein facing sex trafficking charges found unresponsive at his New York jail cell earlier this week. A source tells ABC News he had what appeared to be self-inflicted wounds on his neck. ABC's Whit Johnson.
Just 1 week ago, a judge refusing to let Epstein out on bail. The mega millionaire offering to put up his mansion and private jet as collateral for bond, but prosecutors made their case that Epstein's lifestyle and wealth made him an extreme flight risk.
President Trump today pushing House Republicans to vote for a new 2-year budget deal. ABC's Karen Travers is at the White House.
The agreement is expected to pass the House and the Senate, but there is opposition from some conservative Republicans who are unhappy with the increase in spending and the fact that it does little to address the skyrocketing deficit.
Big changes are coming to one of the biggest airlines in the country as the grounding of the 737 MAX 8 jets continues. Here's ABC's Michelle Franzen.
Southwest announcing it's consolidating its market in New York City. The company will stop flying out of Newark Liberty International Airport in November. The low-cost carrier says to make up for losses due to the grounding of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 planes, moving its resources to New York LaGuardia Airport. American Airlines says the grounding of its fleet of 24 MAX jets cost the company about $175 million in the second quarter.
North Korea testing some new missiles overnight. South Korean officials say they appear to be new designs. This is ABC News.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out. No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable. But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Much of Europe rewriting the record books today with brutal heat. The German Weather Service says the city of Bonn got to 105.8 and Paris has hit nearly 107 degrees. ABC's Trevor Hastings is there.
With extreme heat radiating from the pavement, the line to visit the catacombs of Paris stretches around the block, some waiting 3 hours or more in search of the cooler temperatures beneath the city streets. Many wishing they bought tickets in advance to the most popular museums here. This historic heat wave should be short-lived. Temperatures are expected to plummet to the lower 70s by Saturday. Trevor Hastings, ABC News, Paris.
There's a new look today at harassment among video game players.
2/3 of Americans who play video games online have experienced severe harassment, like physical threats and stalking. That's according to an Anti-Defamation League study that found nearly 3/4 of gamers have experienced some form of harassment. Extremism was also reported. 23% of respondents said they were exposed to white supremacy conversations. 8% said they had exposure to statements sympathetic to ISIS. The game with the most reported harassment was Dota 2. 79% of its players who responded said they had experienced harassment. Brian Clark, ABC News.
For Samsung, it's take two for the Galaxy Fold. The company now says it is ready to bring out its foldable phone in September. Earlier this year, Samsung canceled the phone's release when early reviews had showed it had problems with the hinge and the screen. This is ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Call Total Financial now at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
The forecast. We'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon, high into the upper 70s. Winds out of the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low near 61. By Friday, partial sunshine develops, a high around 77 degrees. Saturday, a slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms here late, with a high of 82. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station, AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 74.
10:05 from AM 1430 WBEV, streaming online at dailydodge.com. Here again is your host, Brenda Murphy.
Welcome back to the Local Dish. Right now, it's my pleasure to introduce John Kraft. He is going to be doing a meat lover's pizza. But before you get started, I want to ask you, what kind of foods do you like to cook on the grill?
Fish, chicken, and ribs.
And do you prefer gas or charcoal?
Well, I only have a charcoal grill, so I prefer that one.
All right, that's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah. Old-fashioned charcoal.
And what's your favorite kind of pizza? As far as crust, is it thin or thick crust? Which do you like best?
My favorite kind of pizza is one I don't have to pay for.
Oh, yeah, that's a good, yes.
Free.
Yeah.
But I'd say pepperoni is my number one.
Pepperoni is your favorite topping. And what about cheeses? Any particular kind of cheese? Do you always go with the mozzarella?
Mozzarella and the four cheese blend.
Oh, yes, yes.
Available at the Piggly Wiggly? Yep.
Yes, that's always good, too.
Yeah.
Well, we have Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly pizza dough here. You can get
we're making Peking duck.
Oh, didn't you get the memo? Oh, well, sorry. Maybe we can do that next month.
Okay, sure.
All right. We'll ask you back for next month. So the dough at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly comes frozen. This dough is enough to make two about 10 to 12 size pizzas if you like the crust. If you don't like the crust real thick, otherwise it might not make such a large pizza. But you could also make individual pizzas with this too. So we're going to have you hand that microphone to Bill. He's cooking over there on the grill with the two pizzas that we made earlier. You're going to use half of that pizza. And Bill informed me this morning that he did not bring a rolling pin. When I'm in way, which is tossing, stretching, a few Italian words thrown in if you want to do that. All right?
He's doing that, right?
No, you're doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
You're doing that. So you hand him the microphone. So then you can get started. And while John is getting that dough set, then maybe, Bill, you can talk about...
That's what I use? Okay.
This is it.
Yes. And
show you one, kind of?
Sure.
And then you can do one.
Let the master be at work
so
first.
since we're making them, we're not making them, 10, 12 inches today, kind of a personal size. This will actually be pretty easy. You just kind of stretch it out. And they say, the professionals, they put it on there and they twirl it in the air.
Were you going to show us how to do that, Bill, first?
It'll never come back down if I do it.
Yeah.
You burned on re-entry.
Or if you don't have a rolling pin, you can always cheat and just roll with this.
And then I can drink that later? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
extra virgin olive. I don't know how much of that you'd want to drink.
Beer chaser.
Right.
Okay.
So what do you think? That's about right?
Looks good to me.
What size for you?
Okay.
So it's a little thicker because we don't want it
to fall
we don't want
through
it
the grate.
real thin for when you're cooking on the grill.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so we're going to give John a try with that dough. So, Bill, you can take that microphone, and we'll let John show us his technique. You forgot to grease your hands before you started. I bet you that's...
That's what the olive oil was.
Yeah.
All right, this is... How's that? That should be thinner?
Stretch it a little bit. Oh, deep dish. Did you bring a deep dish?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, then we won't be able to make deep dish.
So I just keep...
Pulling and stretching, yeah. Kind of like Play-Doh. Did you play with Play-Doh or clay when you were younger? Oh, you do? Okay, all right.
You'll have that done in 10, 15 minutes or so.
I was going to say, are we on the clock?
Yeah, how much time do we have?
Does it have to be perfectly round? Right now,
no, in fact,
ideally. Yeah.
No, I thought it was supposed to be oval. Don't listen to Bill. It's supposed to be more oval.
More like a rhombus, right?
Yeah, I guess, yes.
Okay, so... Well, is that okay then?
No, we'll probably use this one.
Okay.
Well, otherwise use the olive oil to stretch it.
You want to roll it?
Because you probably want it.
We should have done that to begin with.
Yeah.
Because you probably want it, you don't want it too thin, because a too thin crust, then it will burn quickly. But you don't want it too thick either, because otherwise then you'll lose the flavor of...
a bottle of Liney's work.
Yeah, that would probably work as well, right?
All right.
Okay, so I would say he's ready, Bill, to add the toppings, all right?
Ready. I'm going to have to run to the grill, and I think I'm going to take off that, what we wanted,
Now, all we need from you, Bill, is a spoon so that he can get started. We've got pepperoni, we have Italian sausage, Canadian bacon, and...
flies come with the...
Yeah, there's no extra charge for the flies.
Regular bacon, just crumbled bacon.
Okay,
So all these, you'll have to crumble this up a little bit and add what you want. Here's the Canadian bacon,
meat lovers
cheese.
Deal, right?
You are.
Right.
All right, so...
Now, do you put your toppings on before you put the sauce on, or do you do the sauce?
That's right, we're putting sauce?
Yes, we got it.
Yes, I'm a sauce person.
Okay, sauce first. And again, you don't want to put too much sauce on, because otherwise that will ruin your pizza. So just enough. If you think, what you normally would do, you want to cut back just a little bit. So.
Oh, very light, okay.
Okay, all right, good. Doesn't need any more seasonings. Not enough garlic. And you can use your own pizza sauce if you make homemade pizza sauce, or you can buy your favorite jarred pizza sauce. And that looks good, I think. What do you think, Bill?
We will, Brenda. Normally I would grill this on both sides real quick.
Oh, right.
This is going to be fine. We'll grill it this side down.
Okay. Or do you want to take that one that you made and put it on there and grill it both sides?
Okay. Too late to make this a burrito?
All right. So then you can go with whatever toppings you want. Here's the pepperoni.
Back to the pepperoni.
You like pepperoni, I know. And as I said, there's Italian bacon and... Canadian bacon.
How far to the edge should I put the pepperonis? Like touching the edge or is that...
I would say that looks good.
Okay.
I would say that looks good, yes.
Okay, and one in the middle. All right, that's the pepperoni.
All right. Do you want to add any other meats? We've got Italian sausage, sausage and Canadian bacon.
Can I use my hands for this?
Yes, it's going to be your pizza. So, yeah. You did wash your hands.
Let's use my feet, too.
You did wash your hands before you came to the kitchen, right? Yes.
Good little...
Proper etiquette, right.
Proper hygiene.
Okay. And when you are prepping the dough, I know I read somewhere that you should poke holes in the dough. We didn't do that because we didn't have a fork on the table. But if you poke holes in the dough before you put it on the grill, that's going to help eliminate the air bubbles as your pizza cooks. So you should have a perfect pizza pie when it comes off the grill by doing that. So
can we poke fun at the dough?
You can poke fun at the dough all you want. Yes, yes. And other people here on today's program as well. If you'd like.
Is it my good side?
Yes.
All right then, of course.
And of course, you also sometimes, now we didn't use any olive oil on here. Bill, would we add olive oil just to the top before we cook it on the meat lovers, or not so much? Just when you're not using a red sauce or a white sauce?
No, you don't have to. If you want to add a little olive oil for maybe drizzle it at the end for some flavor.
Or if you were doing a veggie pizza.
A veggie pizza.
You'd want some olive oil on top.
Pop, I don't mind.
And so we're adding the mozzarella cheese.
That's not too much, is it?
Oh, that looks good.
That looks great.
We got everything. We got bacon. Want bacon? If you want bacon, you don't have to. You want some onions on there too?
You only live once. Carpe diem.
You want some
And
onions
it's a
on
small
there?
size pizza.
Yes,
so.
Onions, all right.
And then...
You happen to have pudding.
Pudding.
I like pudding.
Which chocolate or vanilla or butterscotch? Butterscotch, I think.
Chocolate pudding on pizza. Butterscotch.
Butterscotch every time. Okay. And then that's going to be going on the grill and will only take a little bit of time to cook, maybe like, say, 7 to 9 minutes. What we're doing as we cook these pizzas, at the very end of the program, we'll be able to showcase all of them for you so that you can see how they turned out. Did we want to put any seasoning? That magic seasoning?
Magic seasoning.
That's the magic right there.
Usually you want to top off your pizza if you want, again, to make it look professional, is with some fresh herbs or spices, and this pizza and pasta magic that you can get at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is a great way to do that. We are going to take a break, and we'll be back with more of the local dish after these messages.
Feeding livestock or house pets? WS Ag Center on Temkin Road in Columbus has everything you need. See WS Ag for all of your farm feed needs. If you're feeding the birds, WS Ag Center has all kinds of bird seed, including the popular Columbus Cardinal Mix. WS Ag has a big supply of mulch for your flower beds and landscape needs. When you visit the county fairs this summer, make sure you visit the WS Ag trailer. It'll be on the fairgrounds. Make sure you stop in at the store Friday, July 26th for the big open house. You'll find all kinds of in-store specials. That's Friday, July 26th. If you're feeding and raising chickens, WS Ag has Cluck the Chicken Store organic soy-free pellets. WS Ag is open daily 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m., Wednesday night till 6 p.m., and Saturdays 8 to noon. You can always depend on WS Ag Center for complete animal nutrition and pet needs. WS Ag Center, Temkin Road, Columbus.
Waste Management, official recycler of the Milwaukee Brewers, reminds fans to recycle inside and outside at Miller Park. Whether tailgating before the game or watching the action from the stands, make sure to look for Waste Management recycling bins inside and outside the ballpark. And for home improvement projects, look for the Waste Management Bagster at your local home improvement store. The Bagster dumpster in a bag can handle 3,300 pounds of home improvement leftovers. Think green. Think Waste Management.
The Fleet Farm free gift card event is happening now. Don't miss incredible deals on items like Wrangler jeans. Get a $10 gift card when you buy 2 pairs of select men's Wrangler denim jeans. Or buy $40 worth of Purina cat products and get a $10 gift card. And get a $150 gift card when you buy a Milwaukee M18 Fuel Super Sawzall or Circular Saw kit. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
Check out the latest station and community events on DailyDodge.com. Brought to you by Rolling Meadows Golf Course.
And welcome back to the local dish. We've got a couple of pizzas that are completed. The first ones that Bill did for us using the naan bread and the flat-out bread. And you can always use bases other than regular pizza dough. John was just in doing a meat lover's pizza. And I know, John, you said you like to use charcoal. You like to use your Weber grill, right?
That's the only thing I know how to use.
Okay.
I've never had a gas grill, so this would be new to me if I operated that thing without a license.
Well, if you want to go home and make your own pizza tonight or this weekend, what Bill has told me you need to do is start with a chimney, and you just need 1 chimney full of. I don't have a charcoal grill, so that's.
Oh, you mean the chimney that lights the coals?
Right.
Yeah, I have that. That's very effective.
So you use one of those, and then you want to get the temperature to about 500 degrees, which should take about 20 minutes or so. Is that right, Bill?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then you can also use a pizza stone if you have one of those, and that helps. Let me see. That helps to make a more uniform pizza, but if you put it right on the grate, that is more of a way to get the flavor, and you get those grill marks.
And I would preheat the pizza stone also, get that nice and hot. And then on a pizza stone, it's always good to sprinkle some cornmeal on the bottom.
Oh, right, right.
And then put your dough on that and cook it that way.
Do you spray the grate at all? I mean, do you put anything on the grate itself?
On the stone?
Like
no.
Nothing on
no.
And on the grate too. Would you oil the grate first before you, like as you were prepping the grill?
When you prep the grill, I would clean the grill really well, then spray it with some oil, and then rub it with a towel to get off the
kind of wipe off that. Okay.
And wipe it off.
Okay.
And just make sure it's nice.
So you just want to start with a clean grill that's nice and hot, and then you said your technique, you like to put the pizza dough on for just what, a couple of minutes?
A couple of minutes to grill the bottom of the pizza dough, and then flip it, and then immediately put your toppings on.
Okay, and then
put it in indirect heat, close the grill, and
about 7 to 9 minutes.
7 minutes
when the cheese is melted and the crusting's a little bit brown, then it should be done.
And then that way, when you move it to the indirect heat, it won't it will burn the bottom of your crust. I mean, you'll get a little char on there. It'll get crispy.
So that you get that flavor as well. So what did you think of making your first pizza, John?
Well, time will tell when I eat it. It looks wonderful. I'm kidding. It's fun. I mean, I've never done this type of thing before. Made pizza from scratch, and it's quite an education.
Well, I've never made pizza without using a rolling pin. So I think you did very well without the rolling pin as a handy tool.
I brought back my Play-Doh days. I remember the skills involved in that, yes.
And hopefully this pizza dough will taste better than Play-Doh, right? Because
well, having tasted Play-Doh, I hope so too.
We are going to take one more break, and we'll be back with more after these messages.
Pine Hills Trucking has an immediate opening for a full-time Class A CDL qualified over-the-road solo or team drivers. They are a full truckload carrier. The ideal candidate should be at least 23 years old and have a valid CDL with 2+ years experience. Pine Hills Trucking offers top-of-the-line equipment, flexible scheduling, health insurance, pay for every mile, paid holidays, and a bonus program. Contact Ryan or Bob at 920-887-8337. 920-887-8337.
Discover amazing knee replacement surgery right here at home at Prairie Ridge Health Clinic, Beaver Dam in Columbus. Orthopedic surgeons Robert Coe and Matt Neeson are doing custom knee implants using state-of-the-art technology. An ACT scan of the knee is converted to a 3D model, creating a knee design specifically for your joint to obtain optimal bone preservation and a natural feel. Learn more about this amazing knee surgery. Call Prairie Ridge Center for Orthopedic Excellence at 920-623-1342. That's 623-1342.
How much do you have to save for retirement? It depends, but the good news is that we can help you figure it out. This is Sandy Heyer from Heyer Insurance and the Senior Solutions Show on WBEV. Retirement will be so much more enjoyable when you know you have a plan and you know you'll have enough. Call Heyer Insurance or stop in at our office at the Heritage Village Mall and we'll start planning with you. And tune in to Senior Solutions at 11:10 Fridays here on WBEV.
Doctors Krieger, Borja, and Minima of Beaver Dam and Horicon are your one-stop dental specialists that can even take care of special dental needs right here at home. Doctors Krieger, Borja, and Minima can relieve tooth pain, do root canals, implants, dentures, as well as routine family care, all in a calm, relaxing atmosphere with a kind and professional staff. No need to travel for dental care that you can receive right here. Doctors Krieger, Borja, and Minima welcome new patients in Beaver Dam and Horicon.
Check out the latest information on station contests at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Hometown Glass and Improvement.
And welcome back to the local dish. Right now, my guest chef is Thomas Rayfeld, the other half of Break Time. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning. I smell pizza out here. Yeah. What is on the grill?
We made a barbecue shrimp pizza and a tomato mozzarella pizza using different kinds of bread. We've got a naan bread as the basis for one, that Indian bread that's really good.
Fantastic.
And then a flat-out bread bread that comes in various different flavors at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. John Kraft, we've got his Meat Lovers Pizza on the grill, and now it's your turn. Now, we did a partially cooked pizza dough because when you're working with a charcoal grill, you want to grill it on both sides, and then you put your sauce and your toppings and your cheeses on. But before we get to that,
Cook the dough before you cook everything.
A couple of minutes on both sides, and then you put it back into to cook the veggies or the cheese or whatever. But we have dough for you here to kind of stretch out and with your hands pull away and get into an oval shape or a rounded shape. Yeah, there you go.
Is it any shape or?
I had, when I looked online, they said you want to put it into an oval shape. I think because it's easier on the grill.
We'll be using this one.
Oh, okay.
So then now you want to stretch it out. Stretch, yeah. Like, pull it and stretch it. Yes.
Now what everyone that's watching, what he just did, do not do.
What did I do?
He overworked it.
Okay, so it's going to get tough.
It's all elasticy now. So
okay.
We're going to have to start over.
First rule, Thomas.
So don't treat it like.
Okay.
Right.
We'll do another.
So less is more when making the dough.
So when it's like this, you're gonna just start stretching it. You can put it on the top of your knuckles here a little bit, like they do in Italy, I think. Yeah. But yeah, just don't just like this is. I mean, we could make it work if we had a rolling pin.
Okay.
But we don't have a rolling
But we
pin.
don't have a rolling pin.
About it.
Yeah, yes, but we can make it work.
So if you want to get another little piece,
we got a lot of time. We can start over. Right?
Okay. But maybe you should do that. While you're getting that started, we need to get the chicken. The chicken's been on the grill. It's nice and browned. It looks delicious. And again, the department, the meat department at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, they have great chicken breasts, all different kinds of flavors added to that, different seasonings, different spices. So if you want to make a tropical flavored pizza, you could get some of the great chicken breasts that have those more fruity, I think they have a pineapple marinated chicken breast, lots of different ones that you can try out and then use on your own individual pieces. That saves you a lot of extra time of marinating, and all you have to do is put that chicken breast on the grill. Same with the meats. You can go to the meat department, get some of their pub burgers, crumble them up rather than putting them on the grill as a regular burger, crumble them up, put them in a skillet, cook them, and then you can add those to toppings. That'll already have the green pepper and the cheese in there, or the different spices or different flavorings. So so we've got the chicken that you are just kind of dredging through the barbecue sauce, right?
I cut up the chicken that I had grilled, and then we poured a good amount in there. Thomas likes a lot, it looks like. So we put a lot of the it's the red hot for wings.
Oh,
so
yes.
What we're trying to do is make a buffalo chicken pizza.
And that, again, cuts your prep time if you use that red hot sauce. Of course, you could always make your own seasoned hot sauce if you'd like, but this makes it a lot easier. And then did I hear you say we're doing an Alfredo sauce with this one?
We're going to use the Alfredo as the base.
As the base, okay.
This one. So if you want.
So Alfredo and buffalo.
Yes, but when you put the chicken on, you'll want to drain off some of that buffalo just a bit. You don't want to get it too sogged out.
Okay.
And then maybe pour a little bit right in the center.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And again, less sauce is better than more sauce.
On the
Who
grill.
said that?
When you're grilling, grilling a pizza.
I
Now
love
you
sauce.
can, if you're doing it in the oven, you can add more sauce.
use
But
that. You can use
otherwise, it's going to get too soggy, and you're not going to end up with a good-looking or good-tasting pizza. So we've got the Alfredo sauce on there.
Good.
Then we're going to add the.
You want to do your cheeses.
The cheese is next.
We've got some mozzarella, and then we've got some gorgonzola or blue cheese.
Now, is there a rule for applying cheese? Too much, too little? Should I be?
You don't want to use a lot of cheese either.
On a grilled pizza, you don't want to use as much cheese as you would.
Or it all melts in the center, and you get
fondue soup in the middle of your pizza.
And then just maybe sprinkle some of
A bit of the blue cheese.
The blue cheese on there.
You're getting an A for technique, Thomas.
Yes.
A little bit of the blue cheese on there to go with the flavor of the barbecue chicken.
It's going to take a little longer for Tina
I'd say hold the rest of the cheese, Thomas. Yes. Or it's all going to go into the center. And All right, then you can add the chicken, and then are we doing any topping on there, Bill?
Chicken, we're going to do some green onion. I'll slice some up
green
for
onion.
him real quick.
We're going to probably have to dice that while we take a break. We'll be back after the news and sports.
No one works harder to help you achieve your goals. We know how challenging and rewarding farming and this way of life can be.
You won't find financial experts with more ag knowledge and deeper rural roots. We grew up here, and many of us are farm kids through and through. So whether you have 1 acre or 1,000.
Whether you're building a house or a legacy.
Your friends, family, and neighbors at Compeer Financial have your back.
And we're ready to champion rural together.
Learn more at Compeer.com. Compeer Financial, equal credit opportunity lender.
2 decades, the federal government is bringing back the death penalty. Attorney General William Barr issued the order today, saying the Justice Department owes it to victims and their families. As a result, executions are being scheduled for 5 convicted killers. Much of Europe is blanketed by a record heat wave. The temperature this morning in Paris reached 107 degrees, the hottest day on record.
With extreme heat radiating from the pavement, the line to visit the catacombs of Paris stretches around the block, some waiting 3 hours or more in search of the cooler temperatures beneath the city streets. Many wishing they bought tickets in advance to the most popular museums here. This historic heat wave should be short-lived. Temperatures are expected to plummet to the lower 70s by Saturday. Trevor Hastings, ABC News, Paris.
Southwest Airlines is making changes following the 737 MAX fleet. The low-cost airline says it'll now stop flying altogether out of Newark. Southwest has removed the 737 MAX from its schedule until next year.
Slashed all prices. That means no haggle pricing. Buy a brand new 2019 Ford Escape S front-wheel drive starting at just $19,950. That's $5,200 off MSRP. Also buy a 2019 Ford Fiesta starting at just $14,150. That's an amazing $3,000 off MSRP. If you're in the market for a quality used vehicle, take advantage of Countryside's clearance row, where all vehicles are priced to sell now. Skip the gimmicks and save money at Countryside Ford, where you can always get your best price first. Prices are clearly marked on every windshield. Countryside Ford, just off Highway 151 on Transit Road in Columbus, and at CountrysideFM.com. The summer sales event is on now at Countryside Ford in Columbus. 2019 Escape stock number 53003. 2019 Fiesta stock number S3159.
Small town, big savings. Countryside Ford.
.32 from AM 1430 WBEV, streaming online at dailydodge.com. News brought to you by Prairie Ridge Assisted Living in Beaver Dam, Waupun, and Mayville Life, celebrated daily. Now for the Daily Dodge News Center, here's your hometown news.
6 people were injured. One, a Town of Hubbard crash that split a car in two. A Honda Accord was westbound on Highway 33 around 11:30 a.m. yesterday when it slowed to make a left-hand turn onto County Road TW and was struck from behind by a Dodge van. Now, the Honda spun into the opposite lane where it was struck by an eastbound Toyota, splitting the Honda in two. The driver of the Honda, though, refused medical treatment, minor injuries there. The driver and a passenger in the Toyota both received minor injuries and were transported. The driver of the van was transported with serious injuries, while 2 children in the van suffered minor injuries. Traffic was diverted for 2 hours. 2 Madison men suspected in what police called a strong-armed robbery in Randolph entered a not guilty plea at arraignment yesterday to felony theft charges. Torrance Rogers and Cashion Beal allegedly used physical force to steal money and a cell phone. The number of tornadoes that formed in Wisconsin during last Friday and Saturday's severe weather events has increased to 16. Estimated damage to public property from the storms is nearing $2 million. State Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald is pushing back against claims from the State Agriculture Secretary Brad Pfaff about not doing more to combat suicides by farmers. Pfaff said Tuesday the legislature's failure to authorize $100,000 to help pay for farmer mental health programs was a sign they are abandoning farmers. Fitzgerald called Pfaff's statement inflammatory and says he's willing to work with him to find ways to help farmers deal with mental health issues. Officials in Mayville will have to decide on how to best use funds they'll receive from the closure of a TIF district. The city will receive a one-time payment of roughly $150,000 from the excess funds from TIF number 3. The city council voted to close the tax increment financing district, which had surrounded the North Industrial Park, Mayville High School, and a nearby subdivision last year. Mayor Rob Belk offered a few suggestions, including aiding TIF number 4, which is failing, as well as replenishing the landfill attorney fund. The city council will have the final vote on how Mayville allocates their portion of the funds. Dodge County has the 4th lowest jobless rate in the state. Dodge, along with 7 other counties, reporting an unemployment rate of 3.1% for June. That is the same rate as last year. Well, inclement weather jeopardized the beginning of EAA this week in Oshkosh, but as the Air Venture show hits the midway point, organizers could not be happier. EAA spokesman Dick Napinski says they've welcomed the sunny skies this week, ensuring great shows from pilots and for spectators. Napinski tells WTMJ there's still a lot to look forward to, including Apollo 11 astronaut Michael Collins tomorrow. We'll check sports right here in just a minute.
Prairie Ridge Assisted Living has 3 amazing locations in our area: Beaver Dam, Waupun, and now a brand new center in Mayville. When it comes to assisted living, Prairie Ridge knows the importance of finding the right place that feels like home. And that's why they offer spacious apartment-like rooms that are small pet friendly. With in-room rehab services from physical to speech therapy, they are able to cater to many needs. They also have an on-site hair salon, theater, activities room, full kitchen service, and on-site chapel. Prairie Ridge offers 24/7 care, complete with visiting physicians. Your physical and mental well-being is their top priority. Stop by and visit one of their 3 locations today, or go online to schedule a private tour at prairieridgeassisted.com. Prairie Ridge Assisted Living, where home is first and assisted living is second. Save $300 off if moved into any facility by July 31st.
The place Dodge County turns for local news, AM 1430 WBEV.
In sports, catcher Yasmani Grandal knocked in the tying and go-ahead runs with a 5th-inning single as the Milwaukee Brewers salvaged the last game of a series against Cincinnati 5-4 yesterday. Ryan Braun and Keston Hira had home runs as the Brewers ended a 5-game losing streak in games against the Reds. Matt Albers got the win in relief. That win means Milwaukee keeps pace with the first-place Cubs entering a weekend series against Chicago. Gio Gonzalez starts the first game tomorrow night. The Green Bay Packers will save $8.3 million against the NFL salary cap by Wednesday's surprising decision. All-Pro defensive tackle Mike Daniels was released one day before training camp opened. Daniels looked like he would be a future star when he signed a 4-year, $41 million deal in 2015, but he was hit by injuries last season, and the Packers suddenly have plenty of depth on the defensive line. Milwaukee Bucks have signed former North Carolina power forward Luke May to a contract. If May fails to make the Bucks' regular season roster, he'll be waived and offered money to join the team's G League affiliate, the Wisconsin Herd. May was not drafted, and he struggled in NBA Summer League games, averaging just 3 points a game. He was a third-team college All-American. I'm Craig Warmbold with this check of news. You see news happen, call our tip line at 885-4442.
And for today's top stories and more, visit dailydodge.com, brought to you by American Bank and Vita Park Eye Associates. News was brought to you by Prairie Ridge Assisted Living in Beaver Dam, Waupun, and Mayville. Life celebrated daily. It is 10:39. Back to more of the local dish, and here again is your host, Brenda Murphy.
And during the break, we've got Thomas's Pizza, the buffalo chicken pizza on the grill. John's came off, looks great. We'll be showing you all those pizzas in just a little bit. And while we were listening to the news and sports, Thomas was working on his technique for flipping and twisting and pulling the pizza dough. So it started out like this, and he's been working on that for the better part of the last 5 or 7 minutes. Uh-oh, we're getting some bubbles in there. It's getting a little bit thin, Bill, isn't it? How do we fix that?
It is thin in the center.
Yes.
It's I think it might work.
All right.
For a square pizza.
For a nice square pizza,
Yeah.
right. So so it might be fun just to take that pizza dough and let everybody try their hand at stretching and flipping, and as Bill had showed us, you put it on your knuckles and just sort of pat it gently. Again, the trick when you're doing that without a rolling pin is to not overstretch or overpound or overwork it. Right. Once we've got pizzas done, your grill is still hot, and you might want to just do an easy dessert or even an appetizer before you get to the pizzas. So you've brought along some fruit, and we are going to do just a few fruit kebabs, right?
Yes, I'll skewer a few fruit kebabs, grill them, and then I brought some fruit dip from the deli. And also to stick with the theme for dessert, you could always have a dessert pizza, which is also
available
at grab and go at the Piggly Wiggly.
At the Piggly Wiggly Deli. So you can pick up those. Their fruit dip is great. You can also do that with just fresh cut fruit. And again, at the deli department, the produce department, the cut fruit program at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is so great because they have so many different combinations. You can go in there and get pineapples and strawberries and melon if you want, or whatever combination. There are lots of different combinations to choose from. We're going to put these on bamboo skewers. You could also use metal kebab skewers if you have those. What you want to do with the skewers is soak them for about 20 to 30 minutes in water so that they are nice and moist and have absorbed that moisture. If you put them on the grill without doing that, you can end up with problems later on because the sticks could ignite. So you want to make sure that you always pre-soak. Now what you can do is take those skewers. You can do the whole package, and of course you can get those at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly as well, but soak the entire bag, use what you need, put the rest in your freezer, and then when you're ready to make kebabs again, you've already done that pre-process, so you can just take them out, let them come to room temperature. You probably don't even have to, and put your fruit on. And Bill's got a nice design going there so that we can put that on the grill. And with your fruit, it only takes a few minutes, right, Bill?
Just a few
Just
minutes.
enough to get the grill marks on there. But by grilling your fruit, it enhances the flavor, and you get kind of that smokiness if you've got a charcoal grill, if you've got a pellet grill, but it brings out the natural juices and the natural flavors of the fruit. And you want to cut them into, what would you say, about 1.5 to 2 inch chunk size, just so that they don't slip off of the skewer or that they don't slip through the grill grate. And again, those will go on the grill, and we will have that ready to go and ready to enjoy either as an appetizer beforehand or also as your dessert. So again, that'll just take a couple minutes. Anything else you want to say about the fruit?
Like you said, it's going to give it a little bit of smokiness, and then the grill will bring out the sweetness in the fruit, which is nice. I like to sometimes put cracked black pepper on it too. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Gives it another dimension. And I just brought this to kind of showcase a mixed bowl of fruit from the produce department. There's also, you can get just the pineapple individually cut, watermelon, the cantaloupe, whatever you want. I just brought that to kind of show
a lot of a variety of different fruits that that you can have. And again, if you're pressed for time, you can let Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly do the work for you, whether it's in the produce department, whether it's marinating those chicken breasts, their seafood department, in their meat department, and of course any of the deli department, any trays or salads, all those 60-some different salads that they have available. So that can be a part of the grilling experience as well. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Are you in the market for a new boat? Head to Dave's Turf and Marine of Watertown and check out the Prince Craft aluminum boats. People rely on the name Princecraft for quality, durability, reliability, and performance. Those same traits apply to Dave's Turf and Marine, supplying boats, accessories, and professional service for over 69 years. Whether it's fishing, water sports, or simply enjoying the water, it's Princecraft and Dave's Turf and Marine for exceptional quality. Dave's Turf has beautiful pontoon boats, too. Go to davesturf.net or visit Dave's Turf and Marine for more information. At Dave's Turf, you get great service long after the sale. Dave's Turf is not a fly-by-night operation. Dave and Lenny have over 50 years in the boat and motor business. They take great pride in their great service, and they truly are the experts. Dave's Turf and Marine on Eastgate Drive, Highway 16 east of Watertown. Princecraft, dominate the waters.
Stacy over at Slumberland loves talking about mattresses.
Bringing it back, the any size sale, $99 for a twin size mattress, $99 for a full size mattress, queen size mattress, $99.
King size?
King size, you know it, $99.
Oh.
Nobody can touch a king size mattress for $99. Now, if you don't want the $99, we've got every price point anywhere you want. $99, $199, $249, $3. I could go on and on all day. They start at $99. They go up from there. They're Sealy brand name mattresses. You get a brand name, not an off-brand, for only $99. You get a brand name sofa for only $299. You can go up from there if you want to. It's personal choice and preference, selection, everything. But we've got it. You don't have to drive to Madison. You don't have to shop at 4 or 5 stores to get the $299 sofa or the $99 mattress. You can just pop into us. We'll shop for you right from the comforts of our beautiful sofas, our beautiful mattress sets. We'll do all the work for you.
Chad at Air Care in Beaver Dam says he's got an air conditioner for your home that sips electricity. You may have heard the commercials about the Carrier furnace that sips gas and saves you money. The electricity sipping Carrier air conditioner, along with the gas sipping furnace, will save you money during the warm weather. It works together with a thermostat that communicates with the air conditioner and the blower on your furnace, telling them exactly when to sip the least amount of energy needed to keep you comfortable. Think of the thermostat like the conductor of a symphony orchestra. But rather than a beautiful symphony, you're getting an incredible level of home comfort, quietness, and dehumidification. There's even a smartphone app that allows you to be the conductor of the orchestra right from your phone. Turn to the experts Air Care and Carrier. Find them at aircareinc.com or call Chad at Air Care in Beaver Dam at 920-356-8860. Financing available.
During our working years, we try to accumulate as many eggs as possible for our retirement basket. But it's just as important to make sure our assets represent the level of risk and safety that we're comfortable with. At Hire Insurance, we can help you with a free risk analysis on our website at HEIARInsuranceLLC.com or stop in at our office at the Heritage Village Mall. Tune in to our weekly radio show, Senior Solutions, at 11:10 Friday mornings here on WBEV.
Get more out of your home so you can put more into your home. At Landmark Credit Union, our home equity rates start at only 1.99% APR locked for 12 months. Regular rate at 5.00% APR. To learn more, visit landmarkcu.com. Call 262-796-4500 or stop in one of our 31 branch locations, including Beaver Dam, Fall River, Juneau, and Mayville. For details about credit costs and terms, Landmark Credit Union. You're worth more here. Equal housing opportunity.
¿Buscas un lugar para obtener todas sus noticias locales en español? Estamos orgullosos de anunciar la nueva sección del diario Dodge en dailydodge.com.
And welcome back to Local Dish. We have all of our pizzas and the fruit off the grill, so our grilling is done. We did the barbecued shrimp pizza on the flat-out bread. The bread's available at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. We did the tomato fresh mozzarella on the naan bread. That's Naan. It's an Indian bread that gives a great flavor, great texture, great kind of crust. We have the buffalo pizza that Thomas put together and the meat lovers pizza that John crafted. Right? And then, of course, the fruit just lightly charred so that you bring out the best of the flavors. I went to the kitchen looking for a pizza cutter, and all I could find was this one. So,
chainsaw back
Is there? Okay, maybe we should give. Oh, we might cut the table as well. Better not do that. Okay, but I do have a couple of knives.
You want my knife? You want?
Oh
me to
yeah,
cut 'em?
if you want to cut them, that would be good. And we'll taste. They all look delicious. And again, I urge you today to use your grill by making your own homemade pizzas. It's a great way for everybody to create their own individual pizzas. That way, there's no reason for them not to eat because they have used the ingredients that that they wanted to put on the pizza. And the shrimp is, I'm going to make sure that I get a copy of that. And the fresh mozzarella, that always tastes good as well. But you can individualize your pizza, get creative, customize with like the fresh cilantro on top or other spices. And
I've got a question for Bill when he gets a second. If you want to put fruit on your pizza, do you just treat that as any other ingredient? You put it in for the same length of time? If you want, say, a slice of pineapple on your pizza.
Same amount of time.
Same amount of time.
Yeah, and I would recommend, the pineapple. I guess you could do
Well, yeah,
whatever you'd like, but
people love
yeah.
pineapple
I
on
know
pizza.
the old teriyaki pizza. Yeah.
And so you would put that fruit on right when you're doing like a normal topping,
Just like
and
a
just
normal
cook it,
topping. And
just
cook it
together.
just as long.
Okay, all right. And so we've got all these great pizzas. You can always go back and check out this video on demand, dailydodge.com. Give us till this afternoon to get that up and available, and you can go back and learn some of the techniques, the tips that we've shared throughout today. So go ahead, guys, try them out and see how they taste. Here's let's see. There's plates. I'll put this.
Idea exchange, the director's cut.
There you go. There's a.
All right.
If you need a plate,
Okay.
if you need here's. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to mention, Bill? Maybe some last tips or. Oops, I'm gonna
Good.
take one of these. And can you cut that in half for me? I'm
Sure.
just gonna take a smaller piece so that other people can try that as well. So next month we are going to be out. You'll be out at the fair with us, and on Friday we're going to be cooking up some fun. Right?
Yes.
That's right. And again, all of these great things that we've used here today were from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly. So check out their cheese department. There's so many different cheeses that are available. From the blue cheese, the crumbled blue cheese that you brought,
blue cheese that I brought,
the fresh mozzarella,
even we have that great brick cheese, Windmare's brick cheese. Even if you shred that, that's great on a pizza. If we're talking about pizzas today, but that would be great on a.
And fresh ingredients always make things more delicious.
That blue cheese is fantastic.
You like?
It's
Yeah.
not too strong, but it just adds a little bit of punch right underneath the buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Good.
And
John,
didn't your mother teach you not to talk with your mouth full?
I learned from my dad.
Okay. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Again, the cheese department at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, we showcased the fruit department. Again, the cut fruit department is amazing. You can go in there and get whatever you want. And again, they do the work for you, so you don't have to take all that time to prep. You can just put it together and enjoy it. The different types of bread, the pizza crust, I can't stress enough how quick and easy that makes it. You just go in their freezer case over by the bakery, you pull out that pizza dough, take it home, let it sit on the counter for a couple of hours till it's thawed to room temperature, or put it in your fridge overnight, and then you can use it the next day. One of those balls of pizza dough will make about 2 pizzas, and you saw how big Thomas's got as he was stretching it there. So a 10 to 12 inch pizza is what you could get, 2 of those from that pizza dough. And again, then the work is taken out of the equation. So thanks for joining us today on the Local Dish, and we'll see you again next month.
Feeding livestock or house pets? WS Ag Center on Temkin Road in Columbus has everything you need. See WS Ag for all of your farm feed needs. If you're feeding the